when I look at what I wanted to accomplish this week, I'm over here like, I've done like one of these things.
Welcome to a JoMoCon prep vlog. If you're new here, I'm Darcy, the creator of InkZee, and this video is going to be me kind of going through a week and a half, 2-week period of prep for JoMoCon, which is a convention I'm attending July 18th and 19th. So this vlog is kind of all over the place because I'm bad at recording like multiple days in a row, but I mean, you'll see what I'm saying. So anyway, let's just get into it.
Alright, it is Memorial Day. I'm getting ready to kind of make myself cozy, lock in to get some crocheting done. But before I get started on all that, I wanted to show you guys something that I just learned how to make. A cat beanie! I'm so excited. I even put little charms on it, but let me show you what it looks like on. How cute is this? Look at these cute little charms I found. Little kitty cats. I'm dead. So yeah, I hope to make some more of these different themes with different little charms to be available also at JoMoCon. Let me show you something else that I'm working on right now that I'm also very excited about, and it's almost done. Hell yeah. It's gonna be a little ditto Magnemite Ghost Kitty crochet. So definitely go check that out. It's an awesome pattern and I'm very excited to finish this little guy. So the goal is to finish up some things that I've been working on, but to also start diving into making more of my original characters' plushies. You know, these characters that you guys haven't even met yet. So get excited, because it's exciting. I've also been debating whether or not I'm going to bring Rocky. So this is the Rocky that I crocheted. I made this Rocky free-handed. I did not write down the instructions the first time I made him. I have since made him 2 more times, and I did write down what I did those times, but so I don't know if I'll make more or not, or if I'll bring him with me, but so we shall see. I'll let you guys know. Do you think I should bring him to JoMoCon? Another thing I need to make more of is these little gummy worms. I've got my red and blue one here. Someone commented that they think I should make a bunch of colors and a bag to put them in, so it's just like a little gummy worm bag, which I'm over here like, that feels right. That is something I should do. And you know, they don't take super long to whip up, so maybe I will. Maybe I'll bring a jumbo gummy worm bag. Okay, so it's now Tuesday. I finished this little guy yesterday, which is very exciting. He's great and I love him, and I don't know if I want to part with him, but I probably will be bringing him to JoMoCon. I'll let you guys know later what all I'm bringing him to JoMoCon. You'll see. I was started to work on another gummy worm, but then remembered that I was actually in the middle of working on making a dog for a coworker. I actually need to finish that probably before I completely forget about it again. I've got the little head done, and I'm working on doing the body. So what it is like 6:30 right now. I just had dinner, and also I'm like trying to go to the gym before work in the morning. That means I have to go to sleep at a decent time, which means less time to work on things. So So today is Friday. This morning I worked on trying to edit a couple videos. I did a yarn unboxing because I had a box of Premier yarns that just arrived the other day that I was super excited about. And it's funny because I tell myself, you know, there's an order of operations to these things of how I should do things, but as soon as I get new yarn, that's like all I want to do. I'm over here like, I want to make something with this, but it's like I should finish what I was working on first before I move to the new yarn. I know. I have a face painting thing I have to go do here shortly in like an hour or so. So right now I'm just kind of tired. I think I'm just going to rest for a second because I'm feeling kind of dead. It's a rainy day outside, so motivations are low. But I will check back in with you later when I start working on stuff again. The day is, what is today? It is Sunday, June 7th, so it's been a minute since I last checked in. It's funny the amount of times I'll like settle down for the night and be like, oh, you know, I could probably record this part, and then I don't do it. Anyway, it's Sunday, June 7th. I've got to go back to work tomorrow. This weekend is past and a bit of a blur. Currently, I've got a lot of work to do, but my nephew asked me to take him to the gym, so I'm going to take him to the gym. And he also really wants to try boba tea, so we're going to try to locate a place to get some boba tea today. And then I'm going to take him back home, come back here, and get to work. I'm actually going to be pet sitting for a couple days, but I did bring my yarn and stuff with me so I can work on things while I'm here. I did want to show you guys real quick what I finished the other day.
Ta-da! It's an octopus.
This is an octopus pattern called Anchor the Octopus. It's by Humble Child Company. Anyways, I'll link this pattern in the description below or in the comments, so if you want to find it, it's called Anchor the Octopus. It was a really good pattern. I don't think there was any parts that I felt particularly confused about. I wasn't 100% sure how big it was going to come out because I've seen some people make like really big ones and some people make a little bit smaller ones. So this one is kind of, I mean, it's large, but not quite as large as I expected it to be. But I mean, I wasn't using like a jumbo, I wasn't using jumbo yarn. I was using just a normal, like, chunky yarn, so that's fine. I'm really excited about it. I do kind of want to spruce this up a little. Not that it's bad by itself, but I do kind of want to spruce it up some. What I'm thinking is here on, like, the bulb of its head, I want to do some, like, sea-themed things, like some little corals or polyps or, like, seaweed, seashells, starfish kind of situation back here. And then I got these cute little pearl drops, like flat-backed pearl drops that I kind of want to put on throughout and make it like a special under-the-sea themed octopus. So I'm pretty excited to get started on that. The next thing I hope to work on tonight is this Mushroom Boy pattern by Critter Stitch. It's a pretty viral pattern. I've seen it many times by other people and I've always wanted to make one. So I'm hoping to make some progress making one of those and tonight. So that should be the next thing I make. And I've just got a long list of things that I want to make. So lots of work to do. So I really need to get going on the other stuff I'm doing today so I can get back here and get back to work. Anyways, check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it is, what is today? Tuesday. It is Tuesday, June 8th. Currently, I'm re-looking over my plan that I laid out. Still don't have this in a binder because it's me, but I did at least, you know, like write on it. I'm like looking at the first week that I laid out and complete plan prep, which was filling this out. Did that. Book a hotel or B&B for the weekend that we're going to be there. Did that. Figure out travel arrangements, kind of in the works of that. We plan on trying to make everything fit in my car, but if we can't make everything fit in my car, then I might have to, like, we might have to enlist a third person or another vehicle if possible. Organize my craft room. I mean, I sort of did that. Work on plushies. Been doing that. Make 2 or 3 new content. I mean, I've kind of been recording like off and on throughout this past week, so I mean, that's something. My goal for this last week was to finish Fern, my bat, did that, finish the octopus, so for a first week, I don't think that's bad. So this week, I wanted to work on creating some 3D models of some of my original characters for Justin to print, work on a comic, 3 BMOs, 3 new sticker designs, plushies, which is just going to be an ongoing project, record and editing as I go, and trying to make 3 new reels. Now let me show you how far I got on the mushroom boy last night. So this is my naked little mushroom boy. I just have to do the little frill collar and the mushroom cap, and then he'll be done. It, honestly, like whenever I really got sat down and got to working on it, this didn't take like too long. Not as long as I expected it to anyway. Still a while, you know, probably 4 to 5 hours, but over the course of like 2 days or 2 nights. But I was like a little afraid that he was going to take me like a whole week to finish. But I think as long as I give myself time to really sit down and work on it, then I can get it done in a couple days. Which means that I might be able to make a second one. I wasn't sure I was going to make a second one because I'm like trying to kind of space my time out along with all the other stuff I want to get done before the convention. But I think it'd be cool if I made 2 of these, either with different colored mushroom caps, or I could do like an inverse one where like the main body color is black and the mushroom cap is like neon pink or green or something would be cool, I think. Because I do have some like white safety eyes that I could use, maybe. But we'll see. So yeah, the goal tonight is to finish Mushroom Boy and get started on the next thing, which will either be a Jumbo Billy plushie or a Jumbo Leggy Frog, because I have both of those colors with me at the moment. But anyway, I need to get started on the Mushroom Boy, so I'm going to get to work now, and I will update you guys later.
Alright guys, I got his little ruffles done. Now we're gonna do his hat. Okay, so it's actually a lot later than I told myself I was going to try to have this done by 11 because I thought I could have it done by 11. It is 11:33. But I got it done. Look at it. Yes. He's so cute. I really need to go to bed. I have to work tomorrow. So I'm going to go take care of the dogs and go to bed.
Okay, so today is Saturday, June 13th. I just woke up. It's like a little past 8 a.m. Usually I don't sleep this late, but normally I like to wake up early because, you know, I like to get started on stuff early and just give myself more of the day to work. I do have an event that I will be face painting at. I'm just going to work with what time I got, go do that, come back, and work some more. I was looking at my little plan here. I still don't have it in a binder. I don't. But, you know, we're through our first week, almost through our second. When I look at what I wanted to accomplish this week, I'm over here like, I've done like one of these things and worked on plushies. That is like the only thing I've done. I wanted to make at least 3 new stickers, try to make 3 BMOs, start on a comic strip. I guess I kind of did that because I did at least conceptualize like the general design I want for the little, and it's going to be a little bit less of a comic strip and a little bit more of kind of like a bookmark that I can hand out to people. I did at least kind of come up with the design I wanted for that. So I mean, that is working on it. So I guess I did do that. One of the things I wanted to do was, according to this, is that I wanted to attempt to make 3D models of some of my original characters. I've attempted kind of like a 3D modeling before through Blender. I was doing like the beginner Blender tutorial where you're trying to make a donut, and I didn't even get through the whole tutorial. I had come across this person on TikTok who makes like 3D sculpts kind of tutorials for beginners, and watching their videos, like they make it look really simple, and I'm over here like, well, I'm sure it's not that simple, but you know, maybe I could watch some of their tutorials and kind of get a feel for what I would need to make my characters, because the goal was that I could 3D design my own original characters, have Justin 3D print some, and then I could paint them and we could sell them, you know, as little models or whatever. So that's the idea. And I've just been in plushie making mode this whole time, which it can be hard to get myself out of plushie making mode because despite thinking that plushies won't sell very well because they're plushies, they actually do tend to sell very well. So anytime I have an event I'm going to do, like my first thought is I need to make as many plushies as possible. But so then I end up spending all my time on that. But I'm like, we do have other things. We have 3D prints, we have art prints, we have stickers and things like that. So I was like, I do kind of want to update that stuff to include my new original characters as well. So I'm going to take today to switch gears, and we're not picking up the hook today. We are going to work on trying to make these 3D designs, and if that all goes well, you know, maybe I'll even get a couple of them done today. I actually have my little sticky note of what I want my design to look like for my little postcards, bookmarks, I don't know, for the Inklings. And I don't know if you can see it, but I think it'll be pretty cute, and it's got all my characters on it. So I'm pretty excited to get that all going. So I've been playing around with it for, like almost an hour now, I think. And so I'm going to show you guys what I got done real quick. I've got about another 30-40 minutes before I need to go shower and get ready for my event today. Although I'm not entirely sure that the event is happening today because it is pretty rainy outside. And when I looked at the weather again, it's supposed to be raining all day. And this is supposed to be an event at a park. But let me show you guys what I got so far. So I've got this head. Working on Billy right now. So I've got the head shape, and I just made an extra sphere shape, dragged it down, and kind of molded it into what is going to be the main body piece, and then attached it to the head. So what that's looking like here, you can see the little curve in his back because his front hooves, his front arms are going to come out from the top here, then he's going to have legs that jut out at the side so that, you know, he's in a sitting position, and then he's going to have his tail coming out the back here. I'll have to work on his horn attachments and his snout. But so far, I'm pretty happy with just how this main body and head are coming along. There's a little bit of a learning curve with where the tools are at. It took me a little minute to figure out how to even drag the pieces away from each other so that I could work on them separately and things like that. But it's coming along. Now I'm going to work on trying to get the legs positioned and shaped. Okay, so I really got to get ready to go, but I wanted to show you guys the progress that I've made. So as you can see here, I've got the head, the body, and I've made 2 little legs. If we zoom in on the legs, you can see the little hooves attached to the arms. This one I need to rotate out a little bit to match the other one, but that's kind of where we're at right now. And welcome back. I went, did the face painting, came back, had dinner, and have been working on some more of my Billy model. So here's the update. Since the last update, I have added the eyes, the nose, the nostrils, as well as kind of shaped a little bit more around the arms, and added these little thigh pieces. So now I'm going to go into adding his bottom legs, the tail, and his horns. It is officially 11:26, and this has taken me a long time, but I'm finally done. You want to see it? I'm going to show you. Hello. Okay, so it's Sunday, June 14th, and I just got back from the gym, showered and stuff, so now I'm getting ready to settle down and work on some stuff. Yesterday, I stayed up till midnight, but I did manage to finish my 3D model of Billy. So I'm excited for when Justin comes home for us to work on trying to 3D print some of those. Throughout this next week, I do want to try to work on making some more models of some of the other original characters. I'm hoping the more I do it, the faster I'll get, because Billy took me a while, but it was my first time using that software, which was Nomad Sculpt 3D. So the goal today, out of the stuff that I had lined up for this week, I wanted to crochet some BMOs, I didn't do that. I wanted to make a 3D model. I wanted to work on some plushies. I have been working on some plushies this week. So now one of my other goals for this week was to make a couple new sticker designs, but more based around some of my original characters. So that's what I'm about to work on. But then I realized that I had scribbled down some ideas on a note piece of paper. And let me just show you what happens when I do this, because I do this all the time, but this is what happens. I've got a whole pile of scribbles and notes and papers here because I have a habit of just scribbling things down on a paper and shoving it in my bag as a mouse tool to be used for later, and now I have this. I'm always afraid when I have an idea that it's just going to be gone in like the next second, because that's largely how my brain works. So usually I keep little papers and some type of writing utensil around, so when an idea comes, I could just jot it down real quick and have it to discover again later. So somewhere in this pile of papers is my notes about the kind of stickers I wanted to make. So I need to find that and then hop on my tablet and get started on some new sticker designs. Okay, so it turns out I'm really bad at this. It is June 19th. It is Friday. Juneteenth, actually, so happy Juneteenth. I don't even actually remember the last day I was recording, but I've been pretty busy doing stuff. Still working on plushies. I've got like 3 or 4 different plushies going on at the same time because I actually ran out of yarn for some of them and had to order more, so then I had to pause, move on to the next thing. But let me show you what I've got so far. Look at him! He's so cute! He turned out so good. Of course, there's a couple little rough spots here and there, mostly like under his head. But what I plan to do is kind of fill that in with a putty and sand it down. And then I'm going to paint him. And so these little models are going to be going inside these mystery boxes that I got. So it's going to be like a get what you get kind of pay for a mystery figure from my Inklings collection. So Billy is going to be one of the options. Let me show you another option that I just worked on yesterday. It's Boomy, my dragon. So this is Boomy. If any of you follow me on social medias, you may have seen I made a dragon fruit plushie of him. And now I'm working on a 3D model. So this is a first draft prototype. So there's a couple things I need to fix here, like the wings. I don't know if you can see, it was too thin here where it meets the body. So there's little holes in it. So I need to go back into the model and thicken that part up. Thicken the wings up a bit so that it will be a lot more secure than it is right now. But likewise, for any rough parts on him, I plan on sanding down or filling in and sanding down, and then I'm going to paint him. And he's going to be another option of something you can get in the mystery box. I'm also going to be making 2 more models, potentially 3, we'll see, of some more of my characters. So I'm hoping, I don't actually know how many mystery boxes I have, or how many I'll be able to print and get painted up in time, because I'm doing this on top of, plushies and like other stuff. So we'll see. But hopefully I could bring a variety, and hopefully people will like them, because I really like them. And also, this is my first time really getting to experiment with making 3D models, and it has been pretty enlightening on how challenging it is to design 3D models. I've got a lot of work to do today, so I've got more yarn coming. Oh God, I've got more yarn coming. Hoping to finish up a couple of the whips in progress, which includes Jumbo Billy as well as a Jumbo Mosslax. So yeah, a lot of work to do, so I'm going to sign off here and check in with you guys soon.
Okay guys, checking in again. Apparently, I saw this Mosslax that somebody made out of the Bunny Brights yarn, and I was like, I just got Bunny Brights yarn. That would be great. That'd be perfect. So I messed up somewhere along the way, and I am way too far in now. Like, I've already frogged something at some point. Trying to frog Bunny Bright yarn, it's not great. So I am way too far in at this point to frog anything. So I'm just trying to make the most of it. And we are kind of working off pattern at this point, which is always dangerous. But like, I have a general understanding of like what it's supposed to look like. So I'm just kind of winging it. But the problem is that it is huge. Like, it is way bigger than it should be. Way too big. But we're working on it, and it's huge. It's crazy how big this is gonna be, and I'm really hoping that I can pull it off. But we'll see. And that's where we're gonna end this one. It's getting kind of long. It's getting a lot long, actually. This is me after editing, and it's sorry about that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below of the next thing you think I should make in preparation as we move along towards the event. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the next bit of prep. And also, I hope to record a video when we actually do the event. That'll be coming here soon. Sooner than I'm ready for. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!